Sure. Well, it's an exciting week for us. You know, uh, we're back at Coors. The last time we were here was a big weekend with big wins over Illinois and Penn State, and um, we went on the road and played at San Diego, which is ranked number 10th in the country now. Uh, Kind of had a little bit of a we actually played a really good match, but weren't able to pull that one out. Um, so we're excited to get back home, and really the focus for us this week is a big match with Colorado State, who we have not beat since 2002. So a lot of excitement in our locker room and for the coaching staff, and looking forward to a good weekend.
Jesse, you spent, I believe, 7 seasons at Colorado State. Can you talk about your relationship with Coach Hilbert? And I don't know if you faced him while you were at DU, but what it means for you to kind of go up against him as, in the Colorado State rivalry.
Sure. Tom and I have a great relationship. I wouldn't be sitting here if not for Tom Hilbert. He hired me out of a Division II school, and really taught me a lot about coaching volleyball and what it means to coach at a championship level. So I'm really grateful to him. And I've played, since I left there in 2012. I think I've beaten him every spring when it doesn't matter, and then I've lost to him every fall when it does. So we were texting with each other this morning about some things. We respect each other, we get along. It'll be we want to win, so it'll be a competitive, it'll be competitive on the sidelines as well. Our players don't think about that kind of stuff, and our players probably don't even know the win-loss record. They just know that they want to beat Colorado State.
Both teams are ranked really high in the NCAA in blocking. Should we expect a big battle at the net this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, you look at how athletic they are, and we've played some athletic teams. There's no doubt, but they've got 6'6" middle blocker and 6'4", 6'5" middle blocker. They still run the same blocking. I was watching them film this morning. They still run the same blocking scheme that I helped them create there. So they'll know what we're doing, and we'll know what they're doing, and we'll just have to do it a little bit better.
Jesse, how do you think your players have responded to your new system, your style, and where are you now as to where you thought you would be?
Yeah, I think our team in general has done a really nice job of, assimilating what our coaching staff has asked them to do offensively and defensively. I think, this fall we've seen a lot of success. We're very efficient offensively. Our block system is doing some nice things as well. So, I think there's been a lot of buy-in as far as that goes. We're still. I mean, it sounds strange when we've had a spring and part of a fall, so there's still a lot of growth left for this group in particular, and for years to come. They've got a good sense of what we want to do, and they're doing it at a high level, but we can get better.
Jesse, since 2010, these teams have not met in the regular season since 2010. There was a NCAA tournament matchup during that time, but it's been that long since a regular season matchup. Given your background with Colorado State, your relationship there too, is this something, a regular season showdown, we might see more often going forward? Is this something you want to see more often?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to play. We want to play good teams, and if there's a good team in our backyard, we're gonna play them for sure. I think it's important for the state to have 2 top 25 volleyball programs play each other. I think that's good for volleyball in our state. So when I took this job, last December, Tom and I talked pretty quickly about a continual home and home, and that's a plan right now. They came here this year. We'll go there next year, and barring some unforeseen things, I think that'll continue.
Has there been a lot of excitement amongst the team heading into this weekend?
You know, we haven't talked. We play Chicago State on Friday, and then we play New Orleans. So honestly, I haven't said the word Colorado State to our team yet. So we have a couple matches to go before that. I think they're looking forward to it. There's no doubt about that. You know, there's a lot of cross connection with players and coaches and all that kind of stuff. So it's hard not to talk about those things. And you know, they still remember that NCAA tournament match that came down to 15-13 or 16-14 in the fifth, and we played them this spring and beat them this spring, and our kids were excited about that, although, you know, that doesn't matter. So, you know, we'll get to work later on this week focusing on what they do, but we've got a couple things to focus on before that, too.
When you swept that Big Ten Pac-12 challenge, was there a sense of validation for your players that, yeah, what you're teaching them is the right thing and what you're encouraging them to do is going in the right direction?
I don't know. You know, that's a question for them. I think that, I mean, they have a sense that, I mean, this is a really talented group. You know, regardless of staff or style, there's a lot of talent in this program, and so. You know, I think that they've done a nice job of buying in and focusing on how we want to leverage that talent. There's different people that have to accept different roles or tweak their role a little bit. And I think, if anything, you maybe see a little pushback on that from time to time. But winning cures a lot of stuff, you know. And so those were two really fun matches for our team. Really high-level volleyball, which was fun to be a part of. And, you know, they know that we've got a lot of potential, and they know that there's going to be a lot of work to get where we want to go.
Any more questions for Coach? All right, thank you.
Thank you.